What is up, everybody? I'm CoolHands, and welcome back to game number 2 of Northeastern B Team versus Brown University Esports. If you notice anything a little bit different about this game, it actually doesn't exist on the ticket. I was able to grab the replay from this game, luckily enough, from one of the Northeastern University guys, and, you know, it was a whole hassle, but this game exists nowhere but in our hearts. And I guess in the results. But if you look on the ticket, like on Dota Buff or anything like that, the stats don't exist. Funny enough, but we're able to work through the ticket issues. I'm not going to be trying to work through ticket issues like that in general for these games, so in the future, if that happens and one of the games is excluded off of the ticket, unfortunately we're just we're not going to be able to cast that game, because getting these replay files is actually very difficult to coordinate on a larger scale. So this one for week 1 it probably is the only recording file that I'll find that's not on the ticket, and then going forward I'm not planning on continuing that. Anyway, into the game. Same as before. I'm gonna start with Brown. We have Yokola playing the Spirit Breaker. We're gonna have Snapfire handled by Eat the Pear, same as before. On the mid puck, we're gonna see Redolent Rose, Luna, handled by MS Point, and Glovel gonna handle the Winter Wyvern. Across the river, Fleetwood Max Sexpence. Are you Carter? Yes, so this is Carter. Again, because it's not ticketed, people's names aren't exactly correct. We'll pretend that they are. Invisible Panda, 18, gonna handle the Enigma. Faendale on the Jakiro. We've got Moth handling the Skeleton King, and Templar Assassin taken by Snake. Moth actually gonna go forward and just claim this rune for himself. Doesn't even need to level stun. That's 4 bounty runes! 4 bounty runes for Northeastern. Wow. Shouldn't really happen. Looks like no one even took damage. And Enigma used his mana on the wave. So one spell was cast. No, that was a TP. No spells were cast. Just 4 runes secured by Northeastern. Okay. Got TA versus Puck. Snake gonna try and play his way around with the side blades. A pretty classic matchup. I feel like this is pretty even. Probably TA has the edge here just because TA fits the meta more of farming mids and taking the stacks and all that. But we'll see who gets the edge here as Snake takes quite a bit of harass actually from Redolent Rose on the Puck. But yeah, very skill-based matchup for sure between the side blades, with the jaunts from the puck and the phase shift, and lots of dodging it ready to come out. And Spirit Breaker did make it through this pool, so the hero that just about everyone hates in Dota right now will be played when it's available, taken in that 3 position. I actually love watching this TA versus Puck, especially this matchup, because the ideas of one hero on their own side of the river just actually don't apply in this matchup. TA will circle the creeps, Puck will circle the creeps. It's pretty cool. And it also, if the 4 and maybe even Spirit Breaker rotates, when rotations come in, it can be deadly because you're kind of everywhere in the wave on both of these heroes. So looking for your angles can get you out of position. But charge top actually, Faendale stuck in, able to eat his way through the trees with his last tango. It's a pretty clutch tango. Able to get himself out of trouble. And Moth happy to just take the space that Spirit Breaker gives him, charging over onto the Jakiro. Haven't talked at all about bottom, which is surprising considering how much I love Luna. Luna against Beastmaster. Actually should have a pretty good time. Could perhaps take an extra point in Blessing rather than Beam and try and just click down the boars. Wouldn't mind that. Should probably actually be a little bit more sad against Enigma, but Enigma not able to really get into the wave here and mess with Luna's CS, but is taking the range creeps to make his idol on, so not the happiest of times. And I missed it. First blood bottom. Wow. I saw Snake deep on the mid lane on the TA, and instead Luna able to find the kill. Actually, it was Wyvern who found the kill with the Splinter Blast, I believe. And it's the second game in a row this 3-minute wave has gotten to the tower and been huge for for Brown. And both games they kind of do the same thing, and I think this is a little bit incorrect, is they don't take advantage of this wave pressuring. I think you want to contest this big wave under tower. But so both games then, right? The offlaner, last game was Faendale, in this case it's Carter. Have enjoyed some nice CS under the tower when this wave comes in. Now putting a little bit of pressure on, see, like, this will get denied, the range creep, not going to get denied, but won't be CS, same with that melee, and that feels so much better when you're playing your safe lane duo. Take away so much farm from the enemy carry. And wow. Again, Snake doing a great job in the mid, 24 for 8 versus 18 for 4. Not enjoying the full level up like he was last game on the Viper, but you know, gonna be plenty happy in this matchup. Getting some very nice side blades hits. Actually misses uphill on the range creep. Unfortunate for him. Is gonna hit 6 first, and Redolent Rose not actually gonna get it off of this wave, so we'll back up. Maybe he'll actually take it off of this camp. Nope, he's gonna just go back to the mid. Luna. Manned up on, but gonna be just fine. He started 6 tangos here, and there's no salve. Okay, there is a salve. See the pings come out top. Moth wants to go in. Actually has no mana for the stun. So Snapfire gonna get out. Spirit Breaker gonna give up the chase as well. So just ends in just some trading of the paint in the top lane. As now somehow Spirit Breaker has claimed the top CS. I'd imagine some of those are from the Wraith King skeletons. This is probably the last hero you'd think would be top CS. Snake grabs a DD top. Should have been paying more attention to that, as Eat the Pair did make the rotation to try and secure the rune. Gonna end up just going down to Snake with that DD though. The 1-1, 6 minutes in. Relatively calm game compared to last game. Especially having a Spirit Breaker up in this top lane. You expect some aggression, but Moth drops the stun to make sure he gets that range creep. But doesn't drop it onto the hero, no, he's just gonna hit the range creep with the stun, why not? Here's the charge forward, Yokala. Gonna find Faendale. Gets his level 6. Won't go forward for more. 2-1. But yeah, this mid actually relatively stationary. We see 1 kill from the mid, but it was actually the rotation into mid by the Snapfire. So much damage out onto Puck. So Puck not rotating, not getting active, and I guess not really starting to fall behind on the CS, because She's been taking the small camp, same as TA, and neither really has stacks to go back to. Ancients will be stacked, but there is a small camp stack as well. But TA, I guess TA will be more than happy to farm up the ancients. Should bottle up a regen rune here as fuck, or not going to be off cooldown in time. Here comes a charge. Top lane, Feindale. Caught out. Will be brought down, and actually the ice path and the stick. Feindale gonna pop the salve. Thinks he can live through here. Not gonna make it. Yokala gonna finish him off with the right click. Wasn't even a bash, but just had enough damage in the damage range. And Moth has phase boots, now working towards that armlet. I think in this lane he might have actually been able to rush armlet if he wanted. Oh, Cookie and Charge stacked up. That's not exactly how you want to layer that stun. It's gonna allow Moth to turn and get the kill. Look, with the skeletons, as Feindale respawns and is able to TP in. Meanwhile, yeah, Luna as well. Still in this lane. This is very scary, by the way. Luna really doesn't want to be here at this point. Level 6. I'd like to see her go to the jungle. Has the Morbid Mask. But I say that, and Nizmu Panda has stepped up and gotten himself caught out of position. MS Point will claim the kill for this. But with the Primal Roar up, it is very scary. Moth nearly going down into the tower. Not much Spirit Breaker could do to clean him up, but there was no ult from Moth. Looks like he's actually holding a point for it just in case, so he would have had it up if he really needed. And here's the rotation down. Snapfire has wedged himself in the trees. Looking forward, they do have Primal Roar available on the Northeastern side, but Beam to start. It's a lot of damage coming out. MS Point, gonna be able to click him down, and the Scatter Blast claims the kill, so between Splinter Blast, Cookie, Beam, Scatter Blast, lots of magic damage comes out, and Beastmaster not able to get the Roar down. He was chained very nicely by Brown University. Let's see, Snake's got a Dragon Lance. Puck going for a Witchbane. Very nice against the TA. You can pop off the refraction charges with the Witch Blade. Excuse me. But yeah, now we're starting to see. Oh, hold that thought. Snake getting gone on in the mid lane. Caught up by the coil. Just now gonna get out of the coil, but the charge through Illusory Orb will finish him off. It was a very nice use of the little shredder to pop off all the refraction charges as soon as they went in. Yeah, Luna's still in this lane. Did get roared up and cleaned up by the Eidolons plus summons from the Beastmaster. Winter's Curse. Same summon's gonna bash right into Beastmaster. Tower as well going to work. And Snapfire rains down the kisses from afar to pick up the kill. Gonna be unable to chase down the Satyr Tormentor though. And Snake actually makes the TP down here. And so does Luna. This is not where Luna wants to be. Luna does not want to be back in this lane. She's really starting to fall off the pace of the Wraith King. And she wants to be in the jungle taking I don't know if there's any stacks around, it looks like no, but any creep she can. Snake, gonna go invis? I don't know that he was actually spotted there, but he didn't want to take that chance with multiple heroes running his way. And a little bit of awkward TP down here as well. He'll fall back in the jungle, but there's no Ancients here. It's actually a blocked camp as well. So smart sentry from the Radiant from Brown. Beat the pair. Gonna find Feindale. Moth actually decides to go back in on this. Winter's Curse coming up in 2 seconds. Moth gonna take down the Wyvern just before Curse came off cooldown. Has that armlet completed now. 85 CS for him. And nearing 100 for Snake. We're gonna switch over to the net worth because we should have done that a little bit ago. But those two are topping up the net worth. Moth perfectly happy up in this top lane. Gonna chase down towards Yokola. Black Hole cancels the charge. Moth pump fakes, make sure he's gonna get that last hit on the kill, takes him down. And finally Luna settles into the jungle. I mean, she had the Mask of Madness. She could have went to the jungle, I think, way earlier. She would have been even a bit higher on the net worth. She did get a kill or two that maybe she shouldn't have gotten by going back to lane, and it ended up working in her favor a little bit, but foil top gonna take down Carter on that Beastmaster. A cheeky little deny on the Satyr. Uses the board to deny the Satyr and deny the 100 gold bounty on that creep. Snake looking to take the mid tower, and Yokola, having used the charge, actually doesn't take very much damage. He's a tanky boy. 13 armor. But I can't imagine Snake's gonna just give up on this tower. Should feel very strong right now. He knows there's no coil. There is a Winter's Curse, and Curse gonna be committed. Stacked on top of the charge, so charge not gonna come through. Cookie now forward. Snake trying to just walk it off. Kisses come through, but immediately canceled. Snake able to back up to the high ground. Banedale charged across onto. Gonna get hit with another strike. He'll be taken down. Roar forward onto Puck, but Carter in a bit of trouble. They will turn towards the Spirit Breaker and kill him off. Moth has joined this fight and unable to jaunt to the Illusory Orb, so Snake gonna get a double kill, and they'll clean up the Puck as well. Interesting. I thought Puck was gonna be able to get away to the Orb, but wasn't able to get the jaunt away, and then stuck over right next to Wraith King, which, as a Puck, that's not where you want to be. And looks like they'll give up the pressure on this tier 2 mid. Snake TPs his way to the bot lane, but top 2 cores for Northeastern, well planted on top. Snake, he'll have a Desolator and just a couple hundred gold, and they'll look to keep rolling down towers. Moth and Snake both going Deso. Oops. Both these heroes love the damage that it gives, but I'd love to see Wraith King just go Blink or something instead. It's too bad. They just miscommunicate a little bit, and they're both gonna have Deso coming out actually at the same time. And they might realize it about now. They're both gonna say, I have Deso, let's go fight. And yeah. Moth able to just defend this mid tower. Very happy to sit here. Level 12 on the Wraith King. Even has the skeletons to push out if he wants to. Snake gonna come across. Shows off that Deso in the mid wave. Cold Embrace to keep the creep alive, but yeah, won't do that much for very long. Spirit Breaker has the Shadow Blade. That's what he's going for first. He'll be looking to get some charge through. But yeah, Spirit Breaker, I mean, he kind of goes through the cycle, right, where this is almost one of his weaker points in the game. He can't quite clear through a whole creep wave yet. Got the Shadow Blade, he's building towards the Ags. But as time goes, they're just going to have a harder and harder time dealing with Wraith King. And TA, they will be able to pop their fraction charges at pretty much all points of the game, but she's farming very nicely and has tons of damage right now. We'll be going for that Blink as well, and Moth actually has the BKB queued up instead. But Luna can very easily get blown up by this dual core of Wraith King TA. And she's going back for Manta as well, so BKB not going to be on the horizon for the Luna. Puck as well doesn't have a defensive item, so Roar can really be a pain for Puck. Boulder thrown forward onto the Wyvern. Trying to play her way through the Roche pit, but not going to last that long. And 2 hits and a punch from the Mud Golem will bring her down. Puck pops an Invis rune. He's going to walk to safety. Bottles up a DD. Sees Wraith King just farming aggressively, and they want to try and take him down, but the rest of Dire is going to show up. Moth is going to get taken down. Looks like a glaive caught him when he turned the armlet off. Now Snake popped forward, taking a lot of damage, gets cleaned up by the Mortimer's Kisses. Redolent Rose able to escape on just a sliver of HP. Gonna bottle up, maybe try and turn. Blink away. Black Hole on the back, but immediately taken down is the Enigma. And now Maw turns the armlet on. He's gonna have to try and kill through everybody. And he's doing a good job of it. Bashed up. Looks to be cleaned up. The armlet toggle, but the charge is gonna save Nicolo, and that's a rampage for Puck. How did that happen? Puck somehow got every kill.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
what I expected.
Wow. And that's the Wyvern save. Saving the Puck from getting crit down by Wraith King, right? With that cold embrace, and ends up getting a rampage out of it. Wow. Sometimes you get those quick rampages, right? Or you get the rampages where it looks like one hero is doing all the damage. And Puck did a considerable amount of damage, but it's almost like somehow the Puck just got the CS on every kill, Redolent Rose. And off of that fight, finishes the Boots of Travel and is gonna have almost a full blink. I mean, that's insane. Up top, MS Point. Gonna put some damage on. You should really finish this, yeah. Finish the Mud Golem. It's a 100 gold bounty. Went for it last, so. It's a very valuable target. Nate, gonna walk forward. Goes Invis. Invisible Panda is being charged. Spirit Breaker. Gonna cancel that as Enigma. Does blink backwards. Still working towards that Aghanim Scepter. And Luna has the Manta pretty much complete. Gonna come out on the Courier now. So Invisible Panda with the blink. Wasn't able to get a black hole off last fight, or I should say, wasn't able to continue to channel a black hole. Did put one down briefly, but didn't last for very long. And Snake picks up a blink dagger coming out on the Courier now. I mean, this is another very strong timing, I think, for the Dire side for Northeastern. They're gonna have BKB coming out on Wraith King soon, but he's got the ult ready, so it's not the most crucial that he's got the BKB for them to fight, but this blink on Snake is gonna be... it's gonna allow him to put a lot of damage on into the backlines. We've seen Winter Wyvern take about 3 hits to take down in the last fight. Probably 2 fights ago, actually, I should say. But if Snake can jump onto the backlines, he'll be able to find 2 quick kills on the supports and really break down the fight structure. See a group up here from Northeastern. Not sure if they have a smoke on them. Looks like they're actually just gonna run into each other as Eclipse gonna get popped up from MS Point. Pops the Mask of Madness and now caught by the hole, pushed into it by the Roar. Invisible Panda gonna channel that to death, rather. Snake trying to do what damage he can before he goes down. Will get taken down by the Scatter Blast. Puck cleaved down by Moth. And a 3-for-4 trade for Northeastern. Moth not even going down in that fight. Doesn't pop the ulti. Now he's level 18. you know, you get a new life every 60 seconds, and you're at the point where claiming the ult really doesn't do much for you. Take a quick pause. Take a quick pause for groceries. Grocery delivery. So yeah, very tight game in this game number 2. 1k net worth lead, or less than 1k net worth lead, I should say, for Northeastern side. And the core is very tightly bunched together. Again, we see the 3 position slipping away, and this is your difference maker really in both games, where the top 4 were represented about evenly in this game and in last game. But you see the Dire and Radiant cores very tightly bunched, but your 3 position in Carter is falling quite behind the Spirit Breaker. So Yokola able to get a lot more farm. We'll have that Aghanim Scepter coming out soon, and that's a very crucial item for Spirit Breaker. Allows them to create a lot of chaos in the fights. And with the Aghanim Scepter, it really gives him that oomph to take down the backlines. He'll be able to charge into Enigma, charge into Jakiro, and you know, even can think about charging cores. Can't charge the Wraith King, but it could even look towards the Beastmaster maybe and just completely take him out of the fight. So very valuable item. But meanwhile, Beastmaster doesn't even have his Helm of the Overlord yet. It's 23 minutes. He has no boots. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. You want to see a bit more farm on your offlane. I know it is rough this game between having a Wraith King and a TA. Clicking on heroes who are dead, jumping to nothing. But having a Wraith King, having a TA, they are going to suck up a lot of farm on the map. But you really want to get into the dead lane and try and push out, especially with once you get that Helm of the Dominator. With the Hawks for vision, you should be able to steal some camps away. Say you should get into the dead lane, you should be up here, not down here. Here's a lot safer. On the other side, after the rampage from Puck, has the blink, has the bots, still no defensive item, and has a Shiva's queued up to try and mitigate some of the damage coming out from Wraith King. Because part of the issue is Wraith King cleaves her like twice, hits her with the crits, and she just goes down. You get hit quite hard. And there's no Lincolns to stop the roar. There's no way to get out of an ice path. So Puck can't even necessarily... I actually don't know the interaction. I really should. Between Puck phase shift into blink with an ice path on the ground. I'm actually going to imagine that if you don't turn at all, if you blink straight forward, you can get out of the ice path. I think you get 1 frame or 1 tick. But I'm not 100% sure on that. And Luna doesn't even have a BKB queued up. The read could be that there's just too much that goes through it between the roar and the black hole that you don't need it. But it feels pretty bad to play against Jakiro with no BKB. You get attack slowed, you get move slowed. You're gonna get stunned up by the Wraith King. Gotti is a good pickup, but it really only helps you deal with the Wraith King. I don't know. Maybe there's a point there though. Wraith King is very strong right now. I just think the answer to Wraith King might be in the control from the Spirit Breaker. Right, I'm thinking the magical fight looks something like Spirit Breaker charges through maybe a couple of people, and lands on the Wraith King. Right, bashes the Wraith King up. So you're not looking to kill him, you're just looking to keep him out of the fight for long enough to take down the other heroes from the Dire, and then you're going to you're going to focus the Wraith King once his team has been dealt with. So in that sense, Luna doesn't need to pay a ton of attention to him, but in reality, Luna will be going toe-to-toe with the core most likely, so it is a reasonable expectation to need an item to deal with him. Looks like we're gearing up to go. Soon enough, I suppose. I'm gonna take a second, drink some water. All you out there, drink some water as well. GG. Looks like everyone is ready to go and get back into the game. Someone's just got to press the button, guys. There we go. Alright. Roshan's still alive, of course. But, really the only ones in a position to take Rosh, I guess, are the Dire. Usually that's not the words that you would be saying, because Radiant has significant Rosh advantage on the map these days, but they don't have the best Rosh taking heroes. With Luna being really the only damage, and they don't have the minus armor outside of the little Shredder. Has gone solar, so I guess maybe that's actually enough. I'll walk that back a little bit with the Solar Crest on the Snapfire. That should be more than enough to take Rosh if they win a fight. And yeah, I think also part of it, back to the Luna BKB situation. For Luna to itemize like this, I mean, you're almost saying that this game isn't completely on the Luna to go no BKB and no Lincolns. If he was to go Lincolns, you know, maybe I have a different take here. But if you want to 1v5 like Lunas often do, you need to make sure you're not getting locked down in these fights. Like we might have a smoke coming out for Northeastern as Moth runs away and kind of just standing around. And again, like I said, Beastmaster needs to find his farm. He's got the Helm of the Overlord finished up now, but okay, maybe he's microing actually. But I'd like to see him get a little bit more involved than just standing all the way back. But Brown gonna set their sights on this tier 2 top. Luna gonna use the Mantis to try and clear out the wave, but here come the TPs. Snake gonna jump forward right away onto Luna. Not gonna get hit by the trap actually, and now Wyvern gonna be the next focus. Psyblade spilling through, and that's gonna do it. Looks like Brown's just gonna be able to walk away. Yokolo. There's no detection there, so... Oh, there we go. Coil. Jump forward. A nice 2-man Ice Path into the Macro Pyre. Snake able to get off the chains in a huge black hole, actually. Onto multiple heroes. Snake with the cleave takes down Puck and claims eat the pair just before going down. Such a clutch hole. Wow, I'm getting lost in these fights and there's not even a ton going on. That's kind of crazy. Straight into Roshan. Northeastern going to take it pretty easily with the Desolator for the minus armor. They should put this one onto Snake, I'd imagine. As he does free up the slot for it. We got Snake going very aggressive in these fights and almost got punished for it. Got caught with the coil, just able to get the refraction charges up before he got pushed out of the coil, and that was the difference maker that allowed the black hole to come, because that extra layer of confusion where Snake gets out on just a couple points of HP, you know, when that comes through, Radiant Hero's gonna group up and, you know, there's your black hole setup. Visible Panda standing around, charged up, gonna get bashed. Looks like Spirit Breaker gonna be able to take him down eventually, trying to juke his way through the trees. Oh my goodness, he actually has to blink out, but it's under reward, so he's gonna get charged, taken down. In the meantime, Winter Wyvern was cleaned up. That was Moth actually got that kill. Pops the skeletons. Gonna look for the Luna, but Manta dodge on the stun, and that'll be the end of that. They will take the tier 2, and they might be interested in trying the high ground. There's no wave coming in, actually, so ignore me. Moth has that cleave talent now. BKB ready. Working towards an AC, which he actually almost has finished up. I'm pretty surprised actually that Moth didn't go blink. I know Snake has one, but Reincarnation is going to get popped in the mid lane. Just enough chip damage. Eclipse going to come through. Moth still does have that BKB. Going to pop it. Just fine. No eggs on the Puck, so he's not coiled up. Stunned up. A nice roar. Chains the stun. Puck unable to get away. Snake now with the BKB on the backline is going to take down Luna. He's going to jump forward into the base. Oh my goodness. It still has the Aegis of the Immortal, so just an aggressive blink. Nothing to see here. Here comes the defense. Both Puck and Luna do have buyback. Snake, though, gonna jump forward. Finds Winter Wyvern. Wyvern did buy back. That's 70 seconds on the deck. No Wyvern. Moth gonna have his Reincar back up in 15 seconds as well. And Northeastern look to stay in the base. They're gonna go top for another lane. 19 seconds. Luna gonna respawn. Not another 28 until Puck spawns in. They don't look like they want to buy back. Moth has that AC complete, and there's so much minus armor around these buildings. And are they staying in the base? Are they leaving the base? They haven't quite made up their minds. Looks like they're gonna try and exit together. And seems like they want to just head for this tier 2 bottom. Another 2 minutes left on the Aegis, and you know, 2 big fights, and there you go. Northeastern firmly in command. Tier 2 bot will fall, and looks like there's no sign of stopping. I say, as Invisible Panda does show, he can TP to this outpost, which he should do now. He's got Blink Black Hole, and he has a fresh BKB. Now with the BKB, there are still ways to cancel the hole. They have the Winter's Curse, they have the Spirit Breaker. You can use ult to cancel the curse. But Northeastern gonna just go straight up the high ground, and this is your last lane of racks. There's no glyph. Their buildings have almost no armor, and they'll just go straight down. That's Megas coming into the base, and Winter Wyvern will go down again. Remember, no buyback was used in that previous fight. Roar onto Puck will go down. Red One Rose forced to buy back immediately, but GG is called, and we will head to a game number 3, 1-1 for the series, and we'll see you soon for game number 3.